Okay. Yes. So Atul, maybe you can begin today.
Yes, hello everyone. Good to have all of you. Today is a very special day. Not exactly today. Yesterday was actually a special day because our wonder kid Nihal Sarin's birthday was there. Now he is just growing and he will be the part of our Indian team, as we all know. Nandhini
And
is here with me.
and yes, not to forget, yesterday was a special day as well as the day before yesterday because Atul officially crossed 2200 and he will be very soon getting his candidate master title.
Yes, yes. We will come to my thing also. Maybe we can show them some of my games in one of the streams, and we will celebrate the candidates master title with them. And Rishabh is saying good evening. Yes, good evening. Good to have you here. And
Rishabh is from Goa.
okay, Prince is saying like attendance laga do. Yes, your attendance is.
Today he's on time. Yesterday he was late.
And Janvi is also here. Hello, good to have you here, guys. It's always pleasure to have some people over here. And today we will be checking out some of the games of one or two games of Nihal Sarin, which are interesting in positional as well as tactical perspective, I will say. And
Yes.
Nandini, maybe we can just begin with the games
Yes,
because we are going
actually,
to have an instructive stream today.
yes, we'll actually directly begin. So
Yeah.
here,
So can
as
you
we
please?
see,
Yeah.
Nihal is playing the white pieces and Petrosian is playing black. Now, I don't think the ratings got added, but they both are 2650 plus, so I don't think we need to consider. And yeah, shall we begin? Shall we go
Yes.
forward?
Yes. Sure. Sure. Sure.
Okay, so the game began with d4, knight f6, knight, oops, 1 minute. Knight, okay, so I got to use this knight f3, d5, c3.
Are you playing the moves properly? Yeah.
Yes, you can see it, right?
I
I've
am.
shared
Yes.
my video so you
Yes.
can.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the point is we have seen Nihal play a lot of d4 closed structures. I think he's really good at these structures.
Mhm.
I think lately I've seen him playing a lot of d4 in classical events compared to e4. Okay, so e6, bishop f4. This is you don't exactly call it the London, right? Is there a specific name for this, Atul, where you go bishop f4 and c3 rather?
It
Uh,
is mixed of Cole and London system.
yeah, exactly. So bishop d6, immediately trying to trade off the bishops.
Yeah.
e3, not really bothering because you capture, I capture. It happened in the game, I guess. So castling, knight b d2.
And one more thing, I
And
would like to say that you said like capture, which happened in the game also. Whenever it might for like beginners or something, it might feel like pay the pawns are getting doubled or something, but you don't need to worry. There is nobody is there to attack on those pawns. That is a very important factor. And another thing is that the knight is always going to have a good square on e5. Plus, the pawns are on the dark square, right? So
yes,
obviously the light square bishop is more important for white and he's keeping that bishop on the board. So
yes,
this is
exactly.
what we need to see while exchanging the pieces, like what is the pawn structure and which piece will be good for us in future.
That's right.
Yeah.
Also, this pawn, as you said, cannot be attacked, and even if it is attacked, you can always go g3, just saying.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this
Correct.
bishop anyway cannot come and take advantage of the light squares. So, right. So here b6 was played because the bishop is blocked. So, there's somewhere the bishop has to develop.
Mhm.
And
And
then,
maybe he is thinking to exchange it with bishop to a6.
yeah, that's very natural, right? I mean, you need
Yeah.
to, because this bishop will get to d3 and then it's super strong.
Mhm.
And over here, you
Maybe we can
just
ask this move to the
yeah, let
viewers.
us see. What do
Yes,
you,
guess the move.
yeah, guess the move. What did Nihal play in this position? Let's see if anybody can guess it correctly. Please do not Google and try to and then give us the answers. No, that's not what we want.
Guess the move, guys. Like it is a very interesting move, and don't Google it. Don't try to search the game and then tell us. Because like that, you can always tell us all the moves
Then
from
there's
this
no
game.
use of us asking, right?
Yeah, yeah. So let's see whether you can get this thing, and if you can
Hi,
find it, it
Anish.
will be great.
Welcome. Hi, Shan. Welcome. Welcome. You guys can start guessing moves.
Yeah.
Whatever move it may be, just put it out in the chat. We are in this era right now, the chess era, where any move can become a brilliant move. We are no longer in the 18th century where you got to follow principles and all that. So I'm already giving you clues. So
Knight G5. Yeah, kind of near the move which was played by Nihal, I will say, Anish.
very
They're quite
close.
close, quite close.
Bishop d3 is one idea. That's right, to develop the
Okay.
bishop. Bishop, knight e5, very nice, centralizing the knight. Yeah, these are definitely good moves, right, Atul? I think
Yes,
these
yes,
are
definitely.
good moves to be played in this position. But you wouldn't imagine what Nihal did in this position.
Well, he played a very crazy move, just like the, you can say, in the spirit of Alpha Zero or LC0.
Yeah.
He
And
played H4
Anish,
move.
yes, Anish is very close. Anish said that knight g5 and
Hmm.
after h6, h4. Yes, the idea I think is very close.
Mhm.
But oh, we have two Anishes by the way. We have Anish Naigiri as well as Anish Naik in the chat. Okay, so over here,
Anish is saying he plays the line. Okay, cool. He plays that line. That's very good. And guys, keep liking this stream. Okay, the more you like, more we will reach more people, and it might benefit many people because they will learn something from Nihal series games. So how to attack, you can say, how to play positionally, also how to shift the gears. It's very
yes.
important for a player to shift the gears. Sometimes you are in just attacking mode, but sometimes you need to slow down
So
according to the
yeah,
situation.
here h4 is played, and this completely goes against the principles because your king's in the center, your pieces are not developed, and you're going for an attack. But
Yeah.
it works because it's Nihal Sarin playing. Let's go. Let's go. So next, what black does is again normal. If the opponent's white king is in the center, black got to open it. So black went c5 immediately.
Mhm.
That's perfect. And then Nihal said, well, I don't care what's going on here. I'm going h5. So Nihal probably had this idea of going h5, h6 and weakening up the king side immediately. I think
Yeah.
it makes sense though, right, Atul? Because the center with e5 cannot be opened. The king is actually pretty safe here, even
Yeah,
though
king is
it's
safe
not
and you don't
castle.
need to worry also. So we can just continue with the breaking through on the king side. Okay.
Yes. So here black played queen d6, just
Now
attacking
finally he's attacking
h5.
the pawn. Will he
Yes.
save the pawn or not? That's the question. Let's ask the this question to the
Yes.
viewers.
Now, what do you think Nihal played here?
Guys, please tell us what do you think about this thing? But okay, normally in this kind of positions, anybody will play g3 move, right?
I think we even have knight e5 as an option, no? To
Yeah,
just
knight
block
e5
it.
is also one
Knight
of the
e5 is
options.
also an option.
Correct, correct. I understand. Amazing. Congratulations to for CM title. Thank you very much. Guys, I have become the CM of, I will not tell which state, at least
No,
my mental state, you can,
he's become the CM of Incredible Chess.
at least my mental state, you can see. I understand it can most probably be H4 if you're asking, but then
Exactly, now the chat is always very smart. If the streamer is asking for the move, it is something wild. You're not going to think of normal moves.
okay, knight e5 seems so natural to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He did not play knight e5 nor he played g3. He
Yeah.
went on to play h6 in this position.
Yes, he
Nandhini,
went
maybe
to
we
play
can
at 6
play
in
that
the
move because
game.
nobody. Okay, Ame suggested h6 and Prince Darji also suggested h6. That's cool.
Yeah, so the point is h6. Now, if the queen captures, we don't mind. I think you can just capture. I think your white is doing fine after capturing, right? At g7.
Yes.
And then the black king is open. I think then you have ideas of rook h3, rook g3, knight e5. Just
Yeah.
looks interesting. Anyway, going back. So after h6, obviously what Anish asked that question, what after g6? That's right. So obviously black has to play g6 over here. You don't want to open up your king. Now let us see if you guys can maybe get the moves. What do you think Nihal played here?
Well, next move is quite obvious, I guess so, because again you have both the options ready here in this position,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
but it's just
one of
about
the option
choosing.
is one of the option is correct, and both of them are correct. Like I will not say like if you play the other option, it is something bad. It is
No, no,
just a
I
matter
think,
of
yeah,
choice. I'll think you
yeah,
choose
that's
to play
right.
like that. So
So, okay, we'll go forward.
yeah,
We'll ask
let's move on because
questions.
it's a very long game.
Yeah. So basically here G3 was played, simply protecting this
Yeah,
pawn. And I think he didn't go 95 immediately because then black can maybe try to trade it, or maybe he wanted to keep options open, right? We don't know.
correct, correct.
So G3 also I think opens up for this if ever required. Just a simple defending move. Also anyway I think Nihal does not want to castle this side. So
Yeah,
then
so
here
he
A5
knight
was played.
knight e5 was suggested by some of them, but
Yes.
he played g3.
Yes, so but here A5 was played. Now, one thing you have to notice what black has been doing in this position, black was able to go bishop A6 since the very beginning after
Mhm.
B6. But black is postponing bishop A6 because black wants to go bishop A6 after the move bishop D3. So as to make white lose a tempo. So again, A5, I think with a very similar idea of pushing over here, plus bishop A6, waiting for bishop D3. And here A3 was played. Again, I think just stopping the pawn pushes, nothing specific. Black goes with knight C6. Now, finally, Nihal has nothing more to do. I think he's made enough waiting moves, right? He's not
Yeah,
having much to do. So now it's
it's time for the
finally
bishop.
bishop. So the minute bishop comes to D3, now Petrosian goes bishop A6 immediately. So that
Yeah,
is very
he's going to
common.
maintain that pressure on g6 point, I think so.
Yes, yes. And this is very common in D4 structures with bishop D3, bishop A6 ideas. So here Nihal went queen e2, simply defending and maybe making way for the king. We have no idea. Let's just have a look. So bishop d3, queen d3. Also, Atul, as you were saying, we were discussing earlier, this bishop becomes very important, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
black got rid of that bishop. So
Yeah,
how do you like this position now from white's or black side? What do you think about it?
I still like white's position because of certain attacking possibilities on the king side. And one more thing is also there. My knight can be placed on e5 very firmly. So in space
That's true.
advantage, you can say like white is having good amount of space advantage. Of course, black will be having some interesting possibilities to play on the c file, maybe after capture on cd4, cd4, or he can try some other things. But playing on the C file looks natural to me. But let's see what he has done in the position.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you. I would also probably prefer white, though it is equal. Everything is equal. But we have a pawn there, we have knight e5 coming,
Yeah,
maybe
and
g4,
another thing is
g5.
also there.
So,
After C captures D4, C captures D4 will be giving chances to black.
yes,
So
that's true for the c5. That's
yeah,
right.
so I think like Nihal will not open even if the pawn on D4 is captured. It will be captured with the piece, not with the pawn.
So over here we have Chess. Hi, welcome, welcome to the stream as well as Canadian Tiger. Welcome. So Canadian Tiger, I think you've just joined it now. You didn't come in yesterday, so just like you have the candidate master title now, Atul is also will also be getting the candidate master title very soon.
Oh, who
In
has the candidate master title?
Canadian Tiger,
Who is
he's in
he?
the chat. I don't know him personally. He's
Ah,
an Indian background, but I think he lives in Bahrain, so he's from there.
mm.
Okay,
He is CM,
yeah, he's a CM.
but I am real CM.
What do you mean?
I am chief minister.
Okay, so chess of punishing us thinking 95, but also thinking about rook h4. Interesting. Interesting. So, okay, this is black to move now. Black immediately took the idea that Atul was talking about, having the open file with cd4.
Yeah.
And just like Atul mentioned, obviously Nihal did not want to open up, so Atul got it spot on. And he
Yeah.
went with knight into d4.
Hmm.
Now the
That
point
makes more
is,
sense.
yes, now the point is black can't really capture because after this, you see the weaknesses and this h6 pawn is a beautiful pawn controlling the g7 square. Wait, is this already winning for queen e7 is g4, g5, knight e8 will be forced. Yeah, this seems like already it could be a winning position, right? With this queen on d4.
No, so early you are just saying it's winning.
Yeah, that is if he captures. He didn't capture it. If he
Ah,
captures, this should be winning, right? It's like a zugzwang position. What is black
yes,
going to do?
yes.
Black's pieces are stuck. And then white can do anything. White can also maybe take the king
But
here,
not
run there,
exactly.
and nothing will happen. I'm just
He
saying.
is having plus position.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree with
See,
you.
if it's just like something like this, for example, and first of all, the pawn's falling, but we are not looking at pawns. Positionally, this is just winning, right? The knight can go there, whatever. I don't know how exactly this game should
Yeah,
run.
space advantage is for sure.
Okay, let's go back. So here, black went 97, not trading, and I think maybe knight f5 could be an idea, right? I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Could be an idea. So here, Nihal said, all right, I don't want to castle. Atul, have you seen this game, by the way?
No.
Okay. So here, Nihal did not castle. Well, he could have, but he did not. He rather went with king f1. And I think he felt his king is safer here, maybe on g2 or f1. And I think about the e5 square that you were speaking about, right, Atul? So I
Yeah.
think rook e1 could be an idea and to sit there. And then
Mhm.
g4, I keep on talking about g4, f5, g5 because I think that is a threat. Okay, so
Yes.
knight f5 was played. And knight into f5, e into f5. Now it seems like everything is actually well supported. But let us see if you guys can guess what.
But now the D5
yeah,
pawn is a weakness which will
yes,
stay there
definitely.
for a long time.
Definitely, but
And
the
another
point
thing is
is
also there, which I
maybe
would like.
black thought this would be well protected, so maybe also d4 knight was way too strong, right?
Yeah. But one thing is there, the square in front of the isolated pawn is always a very big
Yes,
square,
yes,
which our
that's
opponent
right.
will always control. So I think
Yes,
white will have good amount of chances after controlling that square in the
yes.
center.
Let us see if they can guess what Nihal played here.
I'll just come back 1 minute. Huh?
Yes, yes. I was thinking king f1, king g2, nice that I got at least one idea right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, king g2, if it is required, I don't see it to be a necessity because, well, does not really matter. This rook is doing its job there. But king g2, maybe rook g1 and maybe come back to f1, open up the file. That's a possibility. But right now the e file is open. So yeah, king f1 is definitely a wise option. But I do think, you could even long castle here. I think it's definitely yeah, I think it should work. But alright, king f1 just looks safer, so why not? So anyway, here it's white to move. Knight c4. So you want to go to e5 with a tempo. Not bad. Not bad. That looks good too. But no, that was not played. And I kind of have an idea to why. I can tell you why. Let's see. So yes, queen d4, chess and chess for fun. Yes, queen d4 is the. Why is there no space between chess and the Olympiad? Well, that's how the channel name is. Cannot help it. Okay, so queen d4 is the move. So this is very positional. Now the point is, the minute queen d4 is played, there is no chance for black to get this knight out of here. If the knight moves, the knight will go to e8, but then I have rook e1, for example. Again, I can capture in checkmate. So you would have to take your pieces behind. But the point is, if you just, don't play queen d4 at all, now black has the option of going knight e4 and f6 if we go queen d4, and then everything will be well protected. So you don't want to allow black to activate their pieces plus go f6 and defend everything. So that's why this move queen d4 was played first, as you guys said. But this is very important. I believe the move order is very important. You fix the knight and then you do what you want with your pieces. So very similar, Prince, to what you were saying. But I think if you go there directly, like, again, you allow knight e4, f6. You don't want to give those chances to black. So first
Yeah,
queen d4. Yes.
back.
Yes, hi Atul. So you don't want to give those chances to black. So anyway, queen d4 was played, black played
And
d5.
one more thing before we move further, guys, keep liking the stream because we are looking at a very interesting game, and we are going to have this series of interesting games because we are going to cover many players who are going to play in our team, you can say, in Chess Olympiad. So this is Nihal Sarin special stream. We will be having Vidit Gujarati and all other players also will be having one by one. So keep liking the stream and tell your friends also that we are going to have a series of videos, live streams, you can say. And we are already having series of videos related to the past Olympiads. Nandhini has worked a lot on those videos. She has made already 4 or 5 videos, I think so. And it is going to come more and more. The Olympiad is approaching, so we'll be more active. So
Yes.
keep liking this.
Also, we've already had Hare Krishna special earlier when it was Hare Krishna's birthday. So this is part of the very same series. Yesterday was Nihal's birthday, but well, everybody's birthdays are not in the same month. So we will be covering all the other players too, regardless of their birthdays.
And not only the boys team, means like open
The
team, we will
yeah.
be covering the women's team players also.
As
Like
well.
you know, our Divya Deshmukh is the current national champion. She is the youngest national champion in chess history. So we'll be looking at her games also. So let's see what we can do, and we'll enjoy the games. We'll get to know more about our Olympiad players. That's what I will say.
Yes, and improve our chess along the way.
Yeah, it will improve our chess and your chess also.
Yes. So B5 and Atul,
Yeah.
for the chat, what do you think?
Nihal be joining. No, Nihal is preparing right now for his games and everything. So he cannot really join. See, I will tell you one thing. Our players right now are some players are playing in BL International Open Tournament. Some are playing in some other tournaments, and the rest of the players are actually preparing for the Olympiad, because just after 15 days they will be playing their first game in the Olympiad. So they need to prepare a lot. So we are not going to disturb them or request them to come on the stream or anything. We will give them space to prepare and win some medals for our team, India, you can say, for our nation. And we have the probability of winning maximum number of medals in this Olympiad, because we are fielding 3 teams in the open section and 2 teams in the women's section. So let's see how many medals we get. So Nandhini, B5 has been played, and now here in this position, maybe we can go ahead and show the next move, which was a very crazy move. As why it is crazy? Because the knight on F6 cannot move, because you have already mentioned about that there is a checkmate on G7. So he wants to dislodge that knight from F6 square, and to attack it, he played G4 move. Yes. The point is, if you don't capture, then G4, G5 will be played.
Yes. By the way, even moves like Rook E1 and all are very good moves. You're taking control of the file. But G4 is what Nihal went for. And from the very start of the game, the minute Nihal went H4, you knew what his idea was. I mean, where he's looking at.
Yes.
So G4. I think we have a variation. If F into G4, then we have knight E4. Yes, exactly. Then we have knight E4. We have a double attack. The pawn is pinned. Actually, everything is pinned. The knight is pinned because there's a checkmate. The pawn is pinned because the queen is falling. And if the queen moves, you just capture this, and this is just lost. Perfect. Yes. So the pawn cannot capture.
Queen in that case also, I think King G8 and knight, King H8 and knight captures D5 check.
Yes. I think you just
and
go
King
to
G8,
check.
knight E7 is a checkmate. Oh my God. It's a mate. Can you show the mate?
Yes. Which one was that?
G4 if you capture.
G4, FG4, knight E4, and Queen E7.
Queen E7, knight F6,
knight F6, King H8, knight D5. And if King G8 here, then knight E7 is a mate.
Beautiful.
Or if Queen G7 is a mate, like they are.
Yeah. But I would prefer to.
Knight E7. Yeah. Okay. So here G4 was played. Of course, black cannot capture either of the pawns. So black said, all right, let me maybe make some space for my king and maybe get the open fight. No, he played rook FD8. Okay, supporting the pawn rather. And making squares for the king.
And knight E8 is the move which he will be playing after.
Knight E8 to defend. Exactly, knight E8 to defend. So here, Nihal went with G into F5. Just capturing and opening up files even further. I don't think black can capture. No. I think then maybe we have this idea. I don't know. I always like
Rook G1 is simple, no? Rook G1 is simple.
Okay, Rook G1. Yeah, probably Rook G1.
Yeah, and Rook E7 is coming, and so many, like we can even play
I
Knight
think
F3
even the
knight.
knight, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it just looks.
this is just dominating position.
Yeah, it's no nothing to discuss there. So obviously, black will not open up the king, and black went with the move rook a6. I think just securing the knight, trying to
Yeah,
keep it as much as possible. Nihal went fg6 and fg6. And
correct.
as you see now, Nihal did go attacking, but along with that, he's also placing his pieces at the right time on the right squares. Like he went queen d4 and he went king f1, like perfect timing for those moves. And now he just says, all right, all my pieces are kind of have done something in the game. Now maybe let me get my last piece into the game. Goes rook
Yeah.
e1, takes control of the e5.
Yes, call your friends to the party. This is the party going on, and the only one friend on A1 was missing in the party, so he called him also.
Exactly. And the knight is an introvert, but I think will join very, very soon. So
He's
queen
just being there
f8.
in the party in the corner of the party. He's there, but he's not like dancing or anything.
So here queen f8. And I think just to defend some squares, I mean, what can black do?
No,
And then
he's
knight
defending.
f3.
Knight F3.
As we said, we spoke about the introvert getting back. And knight h5. I mean, black does not have much to do. He's trying to defend everything. I think queen
And
f6 could be
F4
an
pawn is
idea.
under attack. That's the
Yes.
only thing which I
Yes,
can
yes,
see.
yes. I think that's the idea, to try to trade some pieces and get something going. So immediately now the knight comes again on at the perfect time, gets to g5, and knight into f4 was played.
He brings
And
his,
maybe open some windows, Atul.
no, I need to open, obviously. One fly is there. Or maybe I need to kill the fly. Yeah, it's very hard. How did he come inside?
If you just keep a window open, they'll probably go out.
Yeah. I will see
All
where is
right.
it gone? It's somewhere gone.
So here, Nihal says, all right, this rook is not doing much now. Now, if you notice, these pieces are doing a very good job. Now, this rook is there, but not really there. So he gets the rook into the game, goes with rook h4, attack the knight. Now, the point is, if the knight moves, I think a move like knight e6 is also possible. Seems like a fork. So knight h5 was played. And yeah, was knight e6 possible here?
Knight e6.
Probably did not want to give the h6 pawn. Knight e6 is possible, no?
Yeah,
Or-
maybe
or
at
not
6 I
possible?
will not capture. Knight e6. There is a very interesting move. Is the knight g3, knight f5.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Knight g3. So let's say I go king g2, then you have to go knight f5.
And if you
Oh,
capture
I
on
capture,
f8,
I
knight
capture.
d4. No.
Capture.
Yeah,
Obviously, you don't want to allow
is
this.
nobody will
Obviously.
play like this. Like, even
No.
if you are getting the d5 pawn, still he will not go for this thing, because
No,
so many
no.
exchanges in such a dominating position is not something which you would like to do.
Yeah. No, but I was just looking at this, maybe I will get something here. But I don't
But
know.
okay,
Okay.
rook f8 will be played and he will defend somehow.
Yeah.
He
So
will
that's
just
why
one
96
pawn down.
immediately is not possible. So what Nihal did over here, Nihal said, all right, I want 96 on the board. But knight g3, knight f5 is a spoiler. I cannot play it. That is why he goes with rook into h5 first.
Yeah,
Gives
this
the
like
exchange.
removing the opponent's defender. Like the shield is broken now.
Exactly. Now no knight g3 threat. Now 96 goes happily. And not to forget, this pawn is actually the winner of the game. That's what I feel. If this pawn was not here, all this would not happen.
With h4, h5, he just killed it everything. h4, h5, h6.
Yeah. So rook into e6, rook into e6.
But this
Queen
position,
f7.
Nandhini, it's completely exposed to king.
Yes, exactly. And mainly because of the pawn. See, if the pawn is not there, I think still is defendable. It's not a
Yeah, I
problem.
mean, like because of that pawn only this position has arrived. Otherwise,
Exactly.
he will never play g6 with first place.
Exactly. So now just look at the way he plays though. There is queen f7 that's attacked the rook. So Nihal says, okay, I'm going to defend that rook and create a threat. So he goes queen e3. Now this queen did a wonderful job there. And now I think the simple idea is rook e7, rook g7, or queen g5. Oh, queen g5 could be an idea. Or double
Yeah.
attack too. Plus rook e7. So many ideas. So here rook f8 was played. He goes with rook e7, queen
Yeah.
f4, trying to trade queens. So first rook g7 check. Now the question is, do you want to trade queens? And
Yeah.
this is forced, I think, to trade queens here, right? This is
Yes,
falling.
yes. You should trade, and because the thing is that the king is stuck there, no, and all these pawns are also very
Yes,
big. B5, B5, A5. These pawns are not having any supporter behind them, so they're going
exactly.
to fall like as they say, ripe apples or ripe mangoes.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you see again, all because of this wonderful pawn. So rook b7, as Atul mentioned, the
And there
king
is a
is
checkmate. Checkmate is there.
exactly rook b8 as well as rook b5. So king
Mhm.
g8 was played, rook into b5, again a double attack, and then d4, trying to trade the pawns. So cd4 and then a4. The point is, if black captures, then there is two pass pawns, that's just winning for white. So he goes with a4 first.
Yeah,
But Nihal doesn't care. Nihal just goes with rook into h5, and after rook into d4, he plays this very nice move, rook g5, basically asking black, what is black going to do? If the black
yeah,
goes to the corner, the king is stuck there forever. Probably, I think rook a5, Atul, right? Same
yeah.
idea.
Rook F5 is
And then you
possible.
take your king here and just
Keep
win
pushing
the
the
pawn.
pawn.
Yeah, I think that should win with the rook over here. So anyway,
Yeah,
if the king moves here, I think then this h7 pawn falls. So because of that, Petrosian resigned in this position, and yeah, Nihal won this game. A very nice combination of very nice positional moves and having an attack at the very same time.
yeah. And guys, do like the stream because we are having only 19 likes till now. Let's make it more. इतना तो बनता है 50 like तो बनने चाहिए फटाफट.
Yes, guys. Also, we are very close to 1,000 subs. We really want to get to 1,000 subs very, very soon, guys. So please
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel if you have not as yet. We have how many? I think 35 more subs and we reach 1,000, our first milestone. And we want to reach there in the next, in this week. Before we leave for the Olympiad ourselves, we want to reach 1,000 milestone.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
only with
then,
your thing it can happen. Like
yeah, with
otherwise.
your support.
So guys, keep and tell your friends also if you have any uncle, auntie, anybody is there in your house
Uncle,
or friends.
auntie.
Just ask them to subscribe to the channel so that it will reach 1000 subscribers very soon. That will be a big milestone for all of us, and it will motivate us to come here and like share our stories, knowledge, and have some fun with you guys.
Yes.
Because Olympiad is going to be a very big event, and without your support, we are not going to enjoy it alone. So we need it.
Exactly. And guys, also you can remain connected with us. We will be posting regularly on Instagram. Atul and I will be meeting for the Olympiad, and we will try to update regularly on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. But I'm just saying Instagram because of the stories, and we will try to update you on what is happening and how much ever we can share, because we
Yeah.
will be there live over there. And yeah, you can get to know what we're doing and everything else. We'll try to share. So yeah, do check out our Instagram. Atul. What's your ID? Dahale Atul, right? No, that's on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter Dahale Atul, and my Instagram ID is Atul Dahale.
Atul Dahale. Okay, simple.
Yes.
Just type Atul Dahale, you will get it. And mine is Nandi Chess. So any platform, you will get me, and you can stay connected with us too. Okay, so I
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed this first game.
Second game is incoming, and somebody said, by the way, you are planning to play CBI event on 25th. No, actually, I will not be in India that time. I am coming back to India on 27th morning, you can say. 26th night technically, but it will be almost 27
midnight.
midnight. I will come out of station in Chennai. It's airport, not station, airport in Chennai. Nandhini, I don't think so. She will be playing.
No, I won't be playing. I have some work. It's right before the Olympiad. Got work to do, so it's not
Yeah.
possible. And yes, Atul, would you like to take over for this game, or do you want me to continue, or would you take over?
Yeah. Continue.
You want to take over? It's a short game. You can go through the moves yourself.
No, you go through it. No, sure.
Okay.
I will be talking with you. You or me.
Okay. No. I just asked you. If you make arrows and all, it's also visible anyway, right? So
Yeah.
you
It's
can also.
no
Okay.
problem.
Let's begin. So now last game we saw Nihal going with the closed structures d4. Hi Samarth, welcome. So now we shall be having a look at Nihal's e4 game. So he goes e4 and he's playing against Sara Kadem. Yes, I know her as Sara Kadem. So she is an IM, international master from Iran, if I'm not wrong. A very
Yes.
strong player, very strong. She also has a Grandmaster norms, 1 or 2 norms. I know she has GM norms. Very
And she
strong.
has won against like strong players in past also.
Yes. But I know about her 1 or 2 GM norms because
Yeah.
but that was before COVID. She got those norms, so I don't know what's happening now in the past
I
3
think
years.
she is married now.
Okay,
Life
so
changes after that.
yes, that happens. So anyway, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3. Look at this, very simple play. If you want to learn how to win simple games, lots of students of mine say I don't want to play knight f3, knight c6, and everybody know what to do for e4, knight f3. This is the way you learn. Let people know what to do. You can still beat them. It does not matter.
Yeah.
So just look at this. You can always change later on. So Nihal played normal, 3 moves normal. And then Nihal says, well, now I don't give a shit. Now I'll go a4. It's like 3 moves I played normal chess. Now I'm continuing to my own style. And he goes with a4 over here.
Well, here a3 can be one of the moves which many people must have played also to stop bishop b4, this kind of move. But a4 is rare.
Yeah, I mean, because it allows direct d5 in my opinion. The reason players play bishop c4, bishop b5 are not to allow d5, right?
Yeah.
And a4, I feel d5, I feel if I was black, I would have gone with d5 here because then I have the b4 square also. But, well, their preparations, we don't know what they have prepared. So she goes with g6 here. I think she just wanted to go for the fianchetto variation. Structure rather, not a variation. Now Nihal goes bishop c4. And then bishop g7.
f7.
Yeah, this is just normal development. He just postponed it and he played a4 first. That's the only difference. So now d3.
The opponent out of the book, nothing else.
Yes, d3, d6. Very simple chess. There's bishop g4 coming. I go h3. See, and he wins this in. It's a very short game. I should tell you guys it's a very short game. h3, h6 again. She goes h6 too because, well, probably she has ideas of g5 if there's a castling. If white castles, I mean, she can go long side and maybe attack. So bishop e3.
The move which I feel like most natural for any beginner, she's not a beginner, but I'm just telling from beginner's perspective, is like stopping bishop g5.
Oh, yes, that way. Bishop g5. That's there.
Yeah.
So,
not allowing any kind of pin.
Yes. And Nihal, again, you're going to see a lot of dynamic play from him. He plays very nice positional chess, but he adds a lot of crazy moves or craziness to the game. And it's a mixture of both. Oh, looks like it's a mouse slip Nihal made while playing bullet. No, this is not bullet, by the way, guys. This is an on-the-board game. This is an on-the-board chess. This is an on-the-board tournament. This is not bullet or blitz.
It's on the board. Yeah.
Okay. So here she goes castling. I think this is normal. I've also played this with black, with white or black. I played it even with black. So you just go castling. And you have ideas of g5 in the future, though. But here Nihal says, all right, since you have gone king side, maybe I can go queen side. And he goes queen d2, attacking h6. So king h7, very natural defending.
Yeah.
And now Nihal says, okay, I'm just going to go and blast open. I've played enough of positional chess and developing my pieces. Maybe I just go g4 and let me attack.
Yeah. This reminds me of the positions where like this structure is related to the King's Indian positions. Like black has opted for that structure, right?
Yes.
And white usually stops that thing or maybe tries to attack on the king side with h3 and g4 and It's very famous. The only difference is like in this position, the pawn is not on d4. Usually in King's Indian, the
It's
pawn is
on
on d5.
d5, c4 or
Yeah,
something
d5.
like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then this
instead of
bishop
that,
is actually the bad bishop in King's Indian. I mean, if the
yeah, it
pawns
is an
are
active
like
bishop
this.
now.
Now
So
it's
he has
active.
got the improved position of King's Indian from white side.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so g4, and I think simple g5 is an immediate idea, right, Atul? I think you will be
Yes, he
doing
can
g5.
he can open up the position, or
So
maybe
he
he
will,
can just first long castle and then he will try to do it.
yes, but
Because
that
he
is
will
an
get the
idea.
rook. He will get the rook in the game on the g file and h file also, h4, h5. This kind of ideas are also there.
Yes, exactly. So here Farah goes with knight g8, like defending the pawn, and I think also maybe having ideas of moving, of defending somehow. I don't know. We'll have to see. But she does
Yes.
not allow. One thing is, I think for g5 now there could be h5, possible.
Yeah, the blocking will be the
Trying to
best
block.
option for
Yes.
black to survive, or you can say even to try something.
Yes, exactly. So a knight g8 is a prophylactic move, just keeping this handy for g5. She has h5 here. So knight
Yes.
g8, and as Atul mentioned, Nihal calmly goes castling. Fine. Now I probably will do this. Now I have not seen this game either, so I don't know. I'm also seeing it just now. And she goes with knight d4. I think knight d4 is actually a good way to continue this. What else could she do, right? Knight d4 is trying
Knight
to remove.
d4 in a way, okay, it
I
is
think it
creating
wants
some
to
weakness
remove.
also, like because white is getting complete dominance on the king side.
No,
Knight d4 maybe shouldn't have been played.
What do you think should have been played? Because the point over here is I'm attacking this knight immediately, no? And if you play knight into, for example, then there's a fork, so that's not possible. And if you play bishop into, you have to give up your bishop. So
yeah, that's there, but it looks like the d4 pawn will be one of the weaknesses in the position. But still, okay, she played it, bishop knight d4.
Okay, so what did he do here? He went bishop d4 and e d4. And then knight e2 makes sense. You're attacking the pawn, as you mentioned. So black has
She
to
needs
go
to
c5.
support it. She supported it with
c5.
yeah.
Actually, still, I think it's two bishops again. She does have, though. I feel like it's still fine for black, actually. Also, the dark side bishop is not on the board, right? So the black king doesn't seem to be in too much danger. But the game ended in a few moves, so I don't know if it's really in danger or what happened in the game. I don't know. Okay, so here he goes with h4. What's the idea?
No, just he wants to open up on this side of the board. Maybe play h5 move in future.
Yeah, h5, g5, maybe get the knight there.
And another deadly idea, I can see it now. It is knight g5.
Knight g5 could be an idea.
Because if you play g5, then h into g5, and the king will be stuck over there.
Correct. Yeah, knight g5 is an idea.
It's okay. He will be having knight h6 or this kind of move, but we can always spin and win that knight on that square.
Okay, so let me check with Lee chess. Okay.
What do you want to check?
I just wanted to see the evaluation. It's not winning for him in any way. Okay. I just wanted to check this because she went for this pawn. Usually when it's a pawn like this, you are very careful before capturing, right? Did she miss knight g5 as an idea? It's possible she missed it or she thought she'll defend it. Because she played bishop
She must have
g4.
seen it. She must have seen it, but
she
might
thought
have
she'll
thought
defend it maybe. Because he went with knight g5 here. Now let me just see what Lee chess says. Lee chess says that bishop g4 is a mistake, okay? Now what could she have done? There was just one move to save her here, and that is knight e7. And knight g5 doesn't work here because
king
I think you get king
g8. Move is there. King is having one move there.
Correct. And even if you get your queen there, I can play rook e8, for example, even if you jump, and there's always king f8. So everything is safe. Okay. So knight e7 was the only move to save her, which she missed out on. She went with bishop g4. Let me switch off that. We don't need that, do we? Okay. So here bishop g4 was played. Then knight g5. And h into g5.
And just to clear the viewers that king h8 is not a possibility because knight f7 check is there. The bishop on c4
here.
attacking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it's even worse.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the king side is completely destroyed.
Yeah. Okay. So going forward, H into
Yes, h
H
into
into.
now h file is opened up now, so he will definitely get some chances.
Yes, just give me a second. 1 second, Atul.
Yeah, drink some water.
Yes, you can have some water. Yeah, I just wanted to check. Yeah, it's fine. So we see the stream. Perfect. Okay. So going further, knight h6 was played. What is happening for bishop h5 though? That just came to my mind because the bishop anyway came here. Was there something like knight g3 and something of that sort?
No, you can, yeah, you can play like that. Very easy, no? You just capture it.
Yeah. I think knight g3 looks
Mm.
like the king is doomed. Okay. So here she went with knight h6. And then, Atul, your move is played finally.
Yeah, rook g1.
Rook g1. Again, the point is this knight can be captured anytime. There's
Yeah,
no
it is
hurry
a
to
pin piece.
capture
You don't
because
play
of the pin.
captain.
So first the rook gets here and says, what are you doing with your bishop? I want to capture.
In endgame, it's not endgame, but actually in the middle game, it's very important to play with all your pieces. And that's
Yes.
what White is doing. Miss Nihal knows how to play this kind of positions. He's very good at these things, like
Yeah.
just building up the position by bringing the pieces, and eventually he knows that he's going to crush his opponent.
Yes. So bishop into e2, queen into e2. She went with queen d7. I think just developing what can she do now.
Mhm.
Nihal says I can wait, not necessary to capture. He goes with f4, just
Yeah.
going for the blast.
Now the
And
idea looks also very clear here. F5 followed by F6, everything will
F
be gone.
also I think another thing is in the future queen h2 that's also opened up for the queen.
Yeah, but F4, F5, F6 is the big threat.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so queen a4 was played. I think she already gave up over here. She's just making moves. And probably this was an idea. Maybe some perpetual or something I think she could have tried for with this.
Yeah.
Queen a5, something of the king d1 again a check. Yeah, perpetual is what she was going for over here. But
But
Nihal
simple move, no?
says,
King B1, like no check. He
exactly.
says
But
like, okay.
you have to play it, no? Suppose you play this brilliant game and then you give a perpetual at the end. So king b1, and she goes back, and f5, and the game is over. She resigned over
Because
here.
the point is F6 is the threat, and if you play Bishop E5 at any point in this position, Rook at 6 check is also coming.
Exactly, and then there's just a mate. Also, we have to consider, wait, f5. Yes, what is happening for pawn into? I think we should be mentioning. It looks like a free pawn, but not really. It's also opening up the g file. I think that is very important. The g pawn. So you capture.
You can capture.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, there's rook at 6. I think, and this is mate.
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
That's
so
what
they
I
are
was going to
checkmate.
say.
The checkmate ideas. Okay. So f5 and
She resigned in this position.
she resigned in this position. It was just too much to take. It's just a 21 move game, but very interesting. One mistake she made. That's it. That bishop g4. That bishop g4 in this position. She went for the pawn, which was also natural, but I think after knight g5, she just could not defend it.
But it was
So
already
all-
a little bit difficult to play practically
Yes,
in that
yes,
position.
yes,
Means
that is
maybe
it.
like computer might show some equality or some other things.
No, actually, to be
But
honest, I
for
did
human
not.
beings, it's not easy.
No, I did not mention this earlier, but the computer says it's actually better for black.
Oh,
Yeah, but I just said I mentioned equal because of I know practically it's not easy, right?
yeah,
That's
practically it's
why
not
I
easy.
that's why I mentioned equal because I know computer will say it's plus for black, but we know as players it is not easy. So with the compensation in my head, I said it is equal. Yeah, but the main point is that's where bishop she's having, he's not having, right? So the king on g8, I think would have just would have been a bit more easier It's not easy at all. I just said easier than what it is right now. But yeah, two very nice games. This one was both of them actually to be considered. He didn't castle. I mean, he castled opposite sides or didn't castle. He went completely attacking the opponent's king.
Opponent's king. He
Both
just
the
destroyed his
both the
opponent.
games. Both the games. His opponent's king was destroyed, right? Both the games,
Yeah.
right? Oh
Correct.
yeah. Both the games, the opponent's king has been destroyed. And Atul has been very sleepy today.
Yeah, I think I need to sleep more. Karthik is there. He's saying, hello, new crowned CM Atul. Yes, guys, I have recently become candidate master in
Actually,
chess.
before I think we have had a good two games. I think Atul, let me change the scene for you so people can see your head bigger, your face bigger.
Oh, really?
Hold on. Yes, because people should be able to see you. Then you can talk about your experience and your title. There you go.
Yeah, guys, I like completed 2200 rating criteria to become the candidate master. So it was long due thing. Like I was waiting for this thing since many years because I crossed 2100 rating in back in 2008. So ever since that time, it was not just waiting. You can say it was a big struggle. I was playing good in some tournaments I was playing bad. The consistency was not there because to improve your rating after such a point like 2100 rating, it's mainly the consistent performance is needed and consistent approach in other things in life helps you to be consistent in chess also. I think so. So maybe after my marriage, I'm more consistent because of my wife. she
Definitely, credit has
she
to go
helps,
to her.
yeah, she helps me a lot in being consistent, working on chess. Means I don't just work on chess, I do so many things apart from just working on chess. But whatever I'm doing, like I'm doing with full my heart, and I'm enjoying the process, you can say. And the thing is that earlier I used to just play the tournament. I never used to do coaching or do other anything else apart from playing. But that was not productive for me because I am not meant for just like that kind of purpose, I feel
Doing
so.
one thing at a time,
Yeah,
right?
doing at
Right.
only one thing, I'm
It,
not that good at that.
I wouldn't say you're not good at it, Atul. I think the point is when you're doing so many things, you're a lot more happier that everything's going well.
Yeah,
You're a
means
lot
my
more
personality
peaceful.
is different.
Yeah.
My personality is different, I think so. And I feel more happy when I am in the chess community. I'm talking and everything. And when I'm doing something related to chess in a different way also. So maybe because of the happy state of mind, I am playing well on the board. And
Yes.
everything is coming up in my life in a good way. So I'm kind of happy about these things. And now CM title will be like declared in the first week of August, most probably.
Yes. So we will be
So I will
hoping
be
and
able to play some top tournaments also. Title Tuesdays I will be able to play, and
yeah,
also.
that's a very good thing actually. Playing some extra tournaments, especially Title Tuesdays. Also, Prince Atul is not from Goa. Okay, Atul is from Maharashtra. So just because we stream together doesn't, or we are good friends, it doesn't make us from the same state. I will get a title some other time. And no, Prince, no, 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 no. My dream was never to become an arbiter. It was never a dream. I just wanted to. A wish is very different from a dream. But yes, I will also be playing for a title. Dreams change over time, right, Atul? New
Yeah,
things
yeah, it
come
keeps
up.
changing.
So just like Atul got his title, now hopefully sometime when I play, I will also get a
Yeah,
title
yeah.
and
I
follow
will,
Atul's
I will
footsteps.
like force her to play in December.
I will follow Atul's footsteps and maybe get my first title too.
Yeah, she will get it in December or January.
Whenever
Because
I
I will tell
play.
you one thing, guys, you must not be knowing about this thing, but Nandhini has actually won the tournament in foreign land. Okay, she has won a very not very strong, but it was a good tournament in France, if I'm not wrong, Nandhini, right?
Yeah, yeah. They were below
Yeah,
221, below
yeah,
2000 rated
below
tournaments.
2000 rated tournament she has won, but that is also a big thing to win in a foreign country. So she is the champion in foreign country, not only in India. She has won many tournaments in Goa, but she has also won the tournament in France. So she definitely has that thing in her to become a title player in chess, and she will do it. She just needs to play with a free mind, and I think like she will do it.
Atul will
Because,
help me do that.
yeah, because when you are free, little bit you are happy, you
Yeah.
play well. I feel like that.
Yeah, yeah. And Atul has actually proved that, right? Atul is clear proof of that. Now everything's like he's happy after getting married.
Yeah, means
Everything
I
is
don't prepare
done.
much. I will tell you my thing. Like I wake up early. I have class almost every single day in the morning. I take class. Then sometimes I record videos. Most of the time Nandhini is recording, but I sometimes record. I do come on live stream sometimes, and after that I prepare for my game, and then I go for the game. In between, I sometimes help my wife in the kitchen also.
And in between, he will give a call and we will be talking. That is also there.
So I do so many things. After that, I play my game in the evening time, and then I come back home, record means keep my game in the database. I analyze my game. I do that every single day. I never forget about doing that thing. Before I sleep, I always analyze my game by my own, not with the computer.
Yes, I think
On
that's
my
very
own,
important, Atul. Put
I
it
write
out
down my
big.
thought process and everything, whatever happened in my game, how I thought and everything. I just write down those things. I don't write down any kind of variations in my analysis. I just write down my thought process, and it is just for me because it helps me when I'm going to see the game in future. It will
Yeah.
help me like what was my mindset, how did I come up with that move or this move, what did I miss or something. I just write down those things, psychological things, nothing related to the concrete variations, because concrete variations can be found out in future also with the help of the yourself or with the computer. It's not, but psychological thing will not come up just like that in future, and you will not even remember what exactly you were doing or what you were thinking
Thinking,
during
yeah.
the game. It can happen
Later.
only after the game. So
Yes.
I will recommend that thing to you, that always write down your thought process after the game. Even if you don't write down anything, just write down about what you were thinking and which variation you were calculating or what was going on in your mind. It might be something stupid at that time which you are thinking, but it might be useful in future. It can show you the patterns, how you are thinking, and it helps a lot. So that is like a practical advice from a player, you can say, to you.
Yes, that was actually very good advice, Atul.
Yeah.
And we will speak more about it, Atul. I think we will have a separate stream one day where you will speak about your experience of, then getting your title and everything.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
it doesn't, you could actually, we'll have a stream about a chess player and how everything, just about your experiences.
Sure, sure.
But yeah, now the point is Atul has a round coming up later on,
Yeah,
which
and I'm
you
going to play against
asked.
one grandmaster today. It's not like I'm playing against beginners. In last tournament, I played against 4 grandmasters, 2 international masters, 1 WIM. So
And
so
he
many
played very
title players
well.
I'm
He played
playing.
very, very well.
Yeah, so today also I'm going to
So
play against GM. So let's see
yes,
what.
so he has in a few hours. So we will wish him all the best and
Thank
we
you.
will give him time to rest and we will also maybe go on with our work as usual. So Atul, shall we wrap up right now?
Yeah. Let's wrap up, and
Okay, yeah. Thank you
all
so
the
much,
best,
Atul,
guys.
for
Yeah,
giving us your
thanks.
time, Atul. Thank you so much.
Why? Don't thank me.
No, you're playing a tournament. I know it's not easy to do everything. Okay, chalo. Bye bye, everybody.
Hello, bye bye. See you.